And so it's all going to come together. It's all going to come together if you allow it to. Now, there's some of you, while you're waiting, because you might be waiting on a person or maybe more than one person. This is confirmation, and I'm here to tell you today. Today is May 12th, 2023. It is 10:42. We started this at about 10:30. So I'm here to clarify and confirm today that the 2 or more people that you're waiting on, that they are coming. So if you feel like you've been waiting for some time and you're like, I don't know, and you're starting to feel like a little disconnected, or you're feeling like some doubt, right? Because doubt is what creates disconnection. This is your moment to repair it. Like, don't doubt, don't disconnect, don't doubt. Know for a fact that they're coming, because they are coming, and it could be more than one person here. The connection. See, it might not even be, for some, it's people, right? A person or people. For others, it's a connection, right? It's the connection. It's what you've been waiting for. It's the power. It's what you... The only reason I'm standing here is because I need to see something. So that's what it is. And I don't care which side you're on. It is all coming together. This is going to be very clear for you. But place yourself in position to see and be an observer. And it doesn't matter where you place yourself. Just know that you are placed to see. So make sure your eyes are open. Make sure your ears are clear. Make sure that you have the space to feel, because you want to know and hear Spirit's direction. So you know what to do with the connection. So you know what to do with the answer. So you know what to do when it does all come together. So you know what to do when you receive the sign that the emotion, that the stillness has now ceased, and that we're able to move forward. As above, so below. So also, when you feel the moments of stillness, pay attention to the astros. Like, what's happening in the astros? What is happening as above that might be stilling for me personally? So looking at your natal chart, or collectively, so looking at the whole chart, like what's happening today, right? Pay attention to that. It's like checking the weather. The same way you would check the weather to be like, what do I put on to go outside today, is the same way you need to check that energy to know, how do I need to manage myself for today? How do I need to manage myself in the moment? Maybe this could be a message for some of you to just take a moment of stillness just for a second. Just for a second. So you'd be like, okay, what's the weather today? Okay, what's the vibe for today? Okay, what's the chart for today? Okay, what's the energy for today? So I know how to manage myself. I know how to present my power. I know to either start something new or to continue to work on what I've been working on. I know when I am complete. I know when I need to do more. Like, I know, right? If you don't know, then you wait to know. So you wait to receive your answer. You wait to get your calling, to, you know what I'm saying? Like, for it to all fall into place. But remember, if you don't wait, because you have a choice. You have a choice whether you're going to be still and be there for the process, or you have a choice whether you're going to leave. And if you leave, then that means that you can miss your opportunity. And it's not because your opportunity was taken from you. It's just because you didn't stay there long enough. You didn't stand there long enough to receive it, right? Because why? Because you had some type of doubt, because you had some type of disconnect. And so those things, change is occurring, right? Why is change occurring? For certain things to come together. What is coming together? For some people, places, and things are coming together. So there could be a person that you're waiting on, or people that you're waiting on. If you had doubt, worries, disconnection, whether they're coming, now you know they are coming. Peace and love, Aquarius. It's a pleasure for you to join us. I'll kind of go through what we're talking about. Give me 1 second though. Right? So then for the people that aren't necessarily waiting on a person, right, or people, they might just be waiting on that thing to come through, or they're waiting to witness something that they've already been, working on. They're waiting to see the fullness of it. These are the answers. This is the confirmation that it is coming together. But if you disconnect, if you doubt, it's gonna put an end to it. Right? And it's not because something else ended it. It's because you ended it. Because you didn't have the patience. You didn't have the ability to be still long enough to see, to clarify, to gain clarity, or to witness thyself, or to, right? Those are the type of things. Now we have a few more cards here. So balance is really, really important. Balance is really important. And there's some of you that have been working on balance for so long. Balance is a part of our nature. Balance is a part of our maintenance. Balance is a part of our self-care. So balance is continuous. It's not something that only lasts for a minute or for a few days or for a week. No, balance is like as long as I'm standing up, as long as I'm sitting down, as long as I'm breathing, balance is. So for those of you that has been working really, really hard and diligent inner self on yourself to balance, to gain stability, a lot of you are being placed to be still so that you can see that, It's really important, because once you see that, then you can gain your power. It's like gaining your stripes, gaining your awareness to know, oh wow, I am powerful. Oh wow, that is working. So then you're gonna gain more heightened like energy that's gonna create more power, that's gonna create more impact, because you know who you are, because you're operating in who you are, because you are seeing the reason, the rhyme for all the work that you've been doing, because you've been gaining your maintenance. So you have the care, you know what I mean, to carry, to do, and manage everything that it is that you have to do. So this is what you want to think about. This goes back to Aquarian. What we were talking about is in my story, Spirit was showing me that some of us are feeling at a standstill. Now, some of us feel really good about our standstill because it gives us an opportunity to clarify and see ourselves. It puts us in an imagination, a creative state of being. Makes us just feel good because we're able to review what it is that I've done already, and you're able to kind of see all the things at work or the things that have been worked, and then it's like, damn, wow, shit, right? So you're in awe of your work, in awe that is. That's the purpose of standing still, to kind of take it in and embrace it, and it rejuvenates and empowers you. But some people get to the standstill and it makes them feel like, damn, why am I standing still? Man, am I stuck? Damn, did I do wrong? What am I waiting for? Are they coming? Damn, I don't even think they coming. So they start doubting themselves. They feel uncomfortable. They start getting anxiety. They start showing their ass. They got an attitude. They don't even know why they have an attitude. And it's all really because they were asked to be still. So stillness is a trigger for some people. And that triggers with a purpose, because they have to see their self act out because they were placed in a moment of stillness. But for a lot of us, we know the opportunity that comes with being still. You know what I mean? Because when we are still, there's so much that comes with just that moment in time that we've allowed there to be room, you know? So if we don't make room and we feel like, oh man, and we get all that anxiety built up, when we be like, man, fuck this, I'm gonna go and do this, or I don't think they coming, so I'm about to go, and you disconnect, or you doubt, then it puts an end to it. And a lot of people think that end is, it's the death, it's the end. But it's really that they ended it. They put a death to it, you know what I mean? Which was really a part of their power. That was really a part of their power, like, bitch, you did that. Didn't nobody do that but you, right? But that's what they have to see. That's the purpose in it all. And so a lot of us are going through those type of changes. And these are the changes that we know are coming. So Spirit is not just talking about change in general. It's really talking about the change that we can count on, because we know for a fact, like, this standstill, even if you're comfortable with your standstill, right? Even if you're like, oh, I just needed this moment. We know, don't count on it too long, because there's going to be some movement, right? But the thing about this standstill, especially when you're in this high frequency, in this high place, you're paying really close attention. So when you're paying attention and that water is really still, but then all of a sudden you start seeing the ripples, because the air, the effect, the element of air is playing its part. And you start feeling that breeze, so your sensories go off because you feel the breeze, and then you see the water moving, so it shows motion, it shows movement, and you're like, oh, okay, that's my cue. That's my cue. Those are the signs. That's the signals that I've been waiting on, right? And so I was talking about people. There's some people that are waiting for a person or multiple people, and this was their confirmation today on May 12th, 2023. It's 10:51 now. To let them know that those people are coming, right? That person or those people are coming. So if they leave the spot, then they left the spot. And it was because they didn't have faith. It's because they doubted. And so they needed to see their self lack faith. They needed to see their self-doubt. And they needed to see how powerful it is when they lack faith and when they doubt. Because every time they do that shit, something happens. The end happens. Something that they maybe needed to end, or maybe they didn't need it to end. But either way, it was their doings, which was the purpose and the point, right? So then we were also saying that no matter how you're looking at this, that this is all coming together. Peace and love, son. That it's all coming together. No matter how you're looking at it, It's all coming together. So what do you have to do? You got to kind of balance yourself, and you got to pace yourself. Balance and pace yourself, right? And we talked about balance being an everyday project, being an everyday work. Balance is not something that you do for a moment and then you like, okay, I did that. I'm done with that. I've been balancing, so I'm done. Balance is continuous. It's like as long as you're living, then balance is a part of your doing. So if you're feeling like you don't have no purpose, then that's where you can start. Where can I gain balance? Because balance is always a part of purpose. Balance is like mandatory in order to have movement, right? Now you can move forward and be lopsided and be all fucked up, or you can move forward balanced and stable and ready and prepared, right? So this is why stillness was even so important, because you had to get yourself together. So this is why I was saying to utilize these times to think about it and consider, right? And the reason why we're thinking about it and considering it, because I feel like this is going to really like affect people financially. Some people are looking for financial effects or financial blessings. They're looking at their dollar. They're looking at their pentacles. I feel like pentacles is kind of like an energy right now. But it's affecting that, right? So even for some, you leave too soon, then you left the money on the table. The money didn't leave you. You didn't lose the money. You the one that walked away from it because you doubted or you didn't have faith. So I feel like passion is really important. Passion is really important in whatever you do, right?